Good morning, beautiful people. It is another new day. I love the freshness of a new morning. I think I've trained myself over the years to kind of just be in sync with that idea of, okay, you know what, this is a fresh start. Yesterday could have been crap, but today it's all new possibilities. It's not written yet. And I love the gift of that. I love the gift that God gives us every morning to kind of start fresh, to kind of let things go from the past and move forward into something new. And we have that every morning, but I think it's particularly strong, every moment, but I think it's particularly strong in the morning when you first wake up. This is something new that I am trying, this video. It's meant for the people that I love. My Ohana, my very dear friends, my family, people who I talk to on a daily basis about life and love and God and astrology and the shift. And we all sort of bond over Disney. I'm putting this in video format for all of them, for myself, and for anybody out there who I don't already know that this might touch in some way. This might light you up or lift you up in a moment that you need it. It's not going to be for everyone, and that's cool. I am working towards making this channel a place that has a little something for everyone, especially if you're a Disney lover. But this video, I'm just giving you a heads up right now, might not be your thing, and that's okay. But if you need a little boost, a little pick-me-up, a little sense that you're not alone, and that people love you, and that you're seen, I see you, I feel you, then stay tuned. We're going to talk about some stuff. If not, check out another video, another vlog. I got some full ride videos and show videos on here as well. So today, we have just moved into Virgo season, and Mercury is retrograde. Exciting stuff. But what I want to talk about, because I'm not going to get too detailed on the astrology here or anything like that, but it is a big part of my life. It's a big part of the way I navigate the world. And what I do want to talk about is Virgo season versus Leo. Leo was a time where we were really indulging in self-love, in things that we wanted to create, in the people that we wanted to be with. This year in particular, it was a really strong focus on changes in our own life. I feel like we're at a pivotal point, on the planet. I'm not going to get into politics, but you all know, you all see it. Everybody knows there's a lot of change going on the planet right now. Good, bad, where's it going to go? It's a complex and sometimes confusing time. I believe that we're in the middle of a planetary shift. I believe we're shifting from a dark rule to a light rule. That's just my personal belief. I know it doesn't really look that way when you look outside, but I think when you look inside, you can feel that. And I think that at the end of the day, what we need to remember is that the shift and the change isn't in our politics. It isn't in our leaders. It's in us. It's in how we are to ourselves. And that will then create the ripples that make you be, if you behave differently with yourself, you're going to behave differently with the people around you, with the people that you love, with the people that you don't know. And that's where change comes from. We all know that. And I think that that's where we're at. And I think people are figuring it out. And I think that we're ascending. And I think that we're changing. And I think that right now, with the astrology being what it is, God, the universe, however you want to label that, the energy is supporting that change more than ever. It's supporting us to look inward, to ask our hearts what we truly want in this life. What is our dream? Because I believe, y'all know this, I believe that dreams are the treasure maps of our soul. I believe we were born with something in our heart that we were meant to do in this life. And we talk ourselves out of it, and we don't follow those dreams. But I think that when we do follow those dreams, even if they don't seem like much, they're the part you came to play in this shift, in this moment in history. Maybe you want to open an ice cream shop and you think that's not going to do anything, and it's not big enough or important enough, but that's your dream. You living your dream is big enough and important enough because you create ripples of happiness and joy and love, because those are the things that you feel when you live your dream. And that stuff does matter. That is the pixie dust. That's the stuff we can sprinkle on the people around us and change people and light people up and not even realize we've done it. So following your dream is a really important thing. And so right now, in particular, again, I'm going to go back to the astrology because of what it is. And you don't even need to know. I'm not going to go into all the details and tell you what planet it is at what degree. If you're interested in that kind of stuff, there's a ton of people out there that can tell you that. Good people out there. I recommend Serious Joy on YouTube. Wonderful teacher, Chris Witecki. He's very good. He has a very interesting take on astrology, and I think lays it out pretty plainly. So I highly recommend him. I'll link him in the comments. But for those that don't want to go deep into astrology, maybe you don't even have the bandwidth for it, I'm just going to tell you that right now, the energies that are in play are asking us to create a new character, to become a new person, a new personality, to end old stories in our lives that we don't feel like we align with anymore, that our hearts aren't in anymore. It's time to be brave and end those things, whether that be a relationship, a job, a city that you've lived in, a love of something that you've loved. I know a lot of people right now, using Disney as an example, there's a lot of people looking at their heart and saying, you know what, I don't align with that anymore. And they're leaving. I think that when you look at the media on Disney right now, particularly on YouTube, there are so many YouTube videos out there now that are criticizing Disney. And in my opinion, rightly so, with most of them. But I think there are so many of them not because people are trying to be snarky and mean. It's because we see Disney going in a direction that doesn't align with our hearts anymore, and it's hurting us. For me, I feel like my childhood memories are being tarnished a little bit, or being taken from me a little bit. We still have the choice to act like a decent human being about it. We don't have to get angry and throw hate around, but I think a lot of the people on YouTube that are creating these more negative, more critical videos, a lot of them are reasoned out and well thought, and they just want the company to go back to its center. They want it to go back to where the magic was. And I feel like it's particularly polarized right now because of everything that's going on in the world, and we don't feel like we have a lot of control. So when there's something like Disney that we've loved all our lives and it's changing too, we feel like, well, that's a place we can have a voice. And that's okay. Wherever you feel passionate about putting your voice, that's a good thing. Just remember to be kind. Just remember that we are all on this planet going through something right now. We are all figuring stuff out, becoming different people. We are embracing new things. We are letting go of old things. We're finding our way in this. And there has to be compassion. There has to be grace. But you have to know where your heart aligns, and you have to be honest with yourself. That just has to be okay. You have to be honest with who you truly are and what you truly believe and what you truly want. And if it creates conflict in your world, in your relationships, in your job, you have to decide whether those relationships or that job or that town or whatever it is, if that's still something that you want to be a part of. And if it's a yes, then you need to remember your compassion and your kindness and the fact that we're all going through stuff. I'm not going to talk anymore today. I'm going to try to keep these videos around between 10 and 15 minutes, so it's not going to take all of your morning. But what I want to end with today is just tell you that times are changing. That's causing pressure. It's causing stress. I highly encourage you, though, to find your peace from within, to try to find faith within yourself, within that which you know as God. There is light at the end of this tunnel, and I believe that it's going to be a more beautiful light than we've ever seen before, because this much strife and this much complexity and this much turmoil, we're creating something gorgeous, something incredible that we can't entirely fathom right now. And I say that again in part because of the astrology and things going on with Uranus causing us to innovate and be better. It's time to be better people. It's time to expect more and to get more. But all of that's going to come from love, and it starts with self-love. How much do you love yourself? What are you going to do for yourself today that is self-loving? I'll give you just a couple of really simple go-tos. Hydrate better. Eat something a little healthier today. Don't go to the fast food today. That's stuff that I'm struggling with. Take yourself to a movie today. Give yourself a minute to read a book. Whatever brings you joy, whatever lights up your heart, give yourself permission to do that today. And let me know down in the comments what it's going to be or what you did. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear your kind comments about what's going on with you and what you can do to push yourself just a little bit further into kindness, into compassion, into self-love. I hope this made sense. I hope to get better at doing these as the days go by. This is something where my heart feels it belongs. I want to put out love into this world. This is a way that I can do this. This is one way that I can do this. This entire channel is for that purpose. And I'm finding my way in it. And I appreciate your kindness and your support and bearing with me as I try this and that and the next thing. I just thank you for being here with me. I love you. I will see you guys on the next video. Stay tuned for more and be good to yourself today.